Hello and welcome to the Missouri Association for College Admission Counseling Virtual College Fair. My name is Krista and I will be your facilitator for this session. I just wanted to remind you of some housekeeping items before we get started. So first off, you are muted and your video is off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. However, if you have any questions, we invite you to use the Q&A button to ask them at any time. There are more sessions happening later tonight, so I encourage you to sign up by checking out the website. And a recording of this session and all sessions will be available at stripescan.com/Missouri. So we'll go ahead and get started. Our first institution tonight is the University of San Diego.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us here today. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my PowerPoint started. My name is Connor Dowling. I'm from the University of San Diego. And I just want to talk a little bit about envisioning your horizon at USD. So this is definitely one of my favorite pictures of campus. It's a very nice place to be each day. We're actually ranked as the #6 most beautiful campus in the nation. I'm going to be honest, I'm a little bit bitter about that because we were just in the top 5, but I'm pretty confident we'll be back in there soon. We just renovated our library. We opened up a brand new Student Success Center, and we are finishing up renovations on our School of Business, which will be completed this year. So again, very confident we'll be back in the top 5 soon. Just to give you some stats about us, we have about 5,500 undergraduates. 48% come from outside of California, from 47 home states. 7% of our students are international, from over 50 home countries. There's actually over 40 languages spoken by students on USD's campus. 41% identify as students of color and 40% identify as Catholic. So we are a Catholic institution, but you certainly do not need to be Catholic to attend here. We are fully welcoming of all faith backgrounds or no faith background. Now, we are a liberal arts university, so we have 3 colleges in the university: the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Business, and the School of Engineering. Our School of Engineering is actually ranked 13th in the country, but across those 3 schools, we have 41 majors you can choose from. You don't need to know what you want to do when you first start attending. You actually have until the end of your 2nd year to declare a major. So all of our students enter undeclared, and then you have those 2 years to decide. We also have pre-professional advising programs. These are things like pre-law, pre-medical, pre-dental. So if you are looking to go into those graduate level programs, we have additional advising there for you. We have an average class size of 21, and our classes are actually capped at 45. So you'll never have more than 45 students in your class, and even that's pretty rare. So with that 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio, you're gonna get to know your professors very well. They're all gonna know you by name. None of our classes are taught by teaching assistants or graduate assistants. It is all done by the professors. Now, we have a lot of ways to get involved, both on and off campus. We have over 180 clubs and organizations. We are a Division I school. We compete in the West Coast Conference, and our football team competes in the Pioneer League. We also have club and intramural sports year-round, over 30 cultural organizations, over 65 honors and professional societies. And then just the fact that we're in San Diego. It's a really awesome city. It's the 8th largest in the country. We are 10 minutes from the beach. We're 20 minutes from the US-Mexico border. There is so much to do here. You will never be bored. Now, this is something that we are very proud of. We were named by the Ashoka Foundation as a Changemaker campus. So what that means is we have been recognized for showing an ongoing commitment to social justice, social innovation, entrepreneurship, sustainability, and global perspective. So if any of those are areas that you are particularly passionate about or you want to learn more about, I definitely recommend you take a closer look at USD because that means you're the exact type of student that we want applying to our university. For global perspective specifically, the main way we do that is through our study abroad department. So over 80% of our students do study abroad at some point. We're 5th in the country for study abroad participation, but we have over 80 programs you can choose from. Some of them are as short as 2 to 3 weeks. So if you don't want to do a full semester or a full year, we have options available for you. Or if you do want to do a full year, we have options available for you too. And also we have our own campus in Madrid. So if that's somewhere you're interested in studying, it's a very seamless transition because it's all USD faculty and staff. It's just a satellite campus in Madrid. And that is pretty much it for my presentation. But these are all the ways to stay connected with us. All of our social media handles, our admissions page, our financial aid page. I definitely recommend checking out our financial aid page because we have a lot of great scholarship search tools that you could then take wherever you end up attending. So I will also put some links in the chat, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have the University of Oregon.
Hello, thank you so much for joining us this evening. My name is Sarah Goldman and I am your Midwest-based rep for the University of Oregon. So to get started, we are located in the beautiful city of Eugene, Oregon, the second largest city in the state, just about an hour away from the Pacific Ocean in one direction and about an hour away from the Cascade Mountains in the other. So if you're that type of student that is really excited about maybe going skiing in the morning and surfing in the afternoon, we might be a great place for you. There is a ton going on in Eugene. Again, it's the second largest city in the state, and we get all 4 seasons. But as a proud Midwesterner, I will say their winter is not like our winter at all. It's usually in the 40s or 50s. It rains a little bit, but fun fact, it actually rains more in New York than it rains in Oregon. So everything you know about the Pacific Northwest, they're just telling you to try to keep you away. Keep that in mind. We do have about 725 ducks from the Midwest on campus, so we are nicely represented there, and it's easy to get there. There are daily either direct flights or one-stop flights on Alaska, American, Delta, and United. We have just about 23,000 students total, so about 19,000 undergraduate students and about 4,000 grad students. So we are undergraduate heavy, and that's really important to us. We want those first 4 years to be really meaningful. We want you to have those incredible experiences, work closely with your faculty members. We do have students on campus from all 50 states and about 100 different countries. Every single class you take at UO, you're going to have folks who look like you and folks who don't, and that's really important to us. We are one of the top 20 public universities for graduating underrepresented students. We are very proud of that. And we are one of the top 25 colleges and universities in the entire country recognized as LGBTQIA+ friendly. Again, going to school with folks who have different views, different backgrounds than you is really important to us. We want you to have those types of experiences because no matter what you do for the rest of your life, you're going to be working with people who don't necessarily look like you and don't necessarily think like you. A very important skill to have. We have about 168 different unique majors, minors, and pre-professional programs at UO, and they're divided between our 9 schools and colleges. So we have our College of Arts and Sciences. This is really the heart of our academic program. This is where you're going to find majors like English and history and theater and chemistry, all that good stuff. And then we have our world-renowned College of Business, where you're going to find our 5-year direct entry MBA program, as well as our sports business program, our accounting program, marketing, all that good stuff. In our College of Design, that's where you're going to find our direct entry architecture program, our award-winning product design program, things like that. Then we have our College of Education, also set up to be a direct entry 5-year master's program. Our School of Journalism and Communications, where you're going to find me a lot. This is where I geek out over all of the incredible technology that students can check out, including drones, camera equipment, recording equipment. We have a brand new virtual reality studio on campus, podcasting studios, all sorts of good stuff like that. Our School of Music and Dance is set up largely like a conservatory program. So in addition to the well-rounded liberal arts education you will get at UO, you have that conservatory experience. And then in addition to our graduate school, we have a law school. So we do have a legal studies minor for folks that are thinking about law school, maybe want to test it out a little bit. And then we have a direct entry 3+3 law program as well, graduate in 6 years with that law degree. And then we have an honors college as well. The Clark Honors College is one of the top 10 public honors colleges in the country. It provides incredible opportunities for folks that maybe have taken a lot of AP or IB work, advanced work, and you like that smaller experience. So that's the Clark Honors College. When we are going through your application, the things that we are taking a look at, of course, the GPA, but we're much more interested in how you arrived there. So those grade trends, are your grades kind of eking up a little bit, or is it a little bit more of a roller coaster? We take a look at what that senior year class schedule looks like, and then what you've done outside the classroom. We are permanently and proudly test optional. So if you don't have test scores or you feel like your test scores are not representative of your academic ability, don't send them. That's no problem. We are admitting way more students who are not sending test scores than folks who are. So keep that in mind. We are also test blind for scholarships. So even if you do send us those test scores, they will not be considered. But that essay is an important thing. We want to hear from you in your own voice. We love reading essays here at the University of Oregon. So why are folks from the Great Midwest coming to UL? A lot of folks are coming to us because we are a large tier 1 research university with a smaller population. So our average student to faculty ratio is only 16:1. About 3/4 of our students are actively engaged in research. This is our undergraduate students. We're very proud of the fact that we have so many of these research opportunities for our students. I mentioned the Clark Honors College, or the CHC, and then we have departmental honors in 48 different programs, in addition to Latin honors, of course. And then just a ton of our programs are really ranked globally or nationally, and we're quite proud of that fact. We work hard to provide incredible experiential programs at every single major we have on campus. And then more and more students are taking us up on our study abroad opportunities every single year. So about 1/4 of our students are engaging in one of our 300 programs. Finally, the best way to get in touch with me, you can scan that QR code to set up a one-on-one meeting with me so we can chat a little bit more about your academic experiences and why you might be a great fit for UO. Shoot me a text or give me a call if you have questions, or of course, send me an email. I'm here to help. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Western Colorado University.
Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. My name is Lindsay Leggett, and I'm a Regional Director of Recruitment for Western Colorado University in Gunnison, Colorado. And I am your point of contact for any questions that you have about Western. I am the admissions counselor that covers the state of Missouri. So what you're seeing on your screen here is a picture of campus. It's really beautiful. We did just get a little bit of snow the other day, so it's not quite this green this time of year, but beautiful nonetheless. One of the things that I do want to highlight in this picture is kind of in the back middle here. You see this building that looks like it's a little bit unfinished. That's actually our brand new building for our School of Computer Science and Mechanical Engineering in partnership with CU Boulder. So we're super excited to be able to offer that program to students. That just opened up in January of this year. So students are in that space using those labs and learning environments as well. One of the things that I loved about being a student at Western was that our backyard is nature's best classroom. So whether you are in a STEM-related program or whether you are doing criminal justice, or my major at Western was communications, every single program offers very hands-on learning, specifically for those STEM-related programs if you're interested in that, like wildlife biology or exercise and sports science or recreation and outdoor education. Gunnison is a great spot for you to be because we're surrounded by millions of acres of BLM land, national forest land, all of this public land that students have access to, either for research or hands-on learning projects or recreational purposes. We are located about 30 minutes away from 2 world-class ski resorts, so that's definitely a big draw for a bunch of our students, but we have tons of opportunities on and off campus for students who aren't necessarily inclined towards the outdoors either. Another thing that I loved about being a student at Western was our small class size. So our total student enrollment is right around 3,000 students. So we're pretty small for a university, but that means that our average class size is 16 students, and the biggest class we have on campus will only hold about 50. So you'll never ever sit in a lecture hall with hundreds of other students. All of your professors will know who you are and how to support you individually and as a student. As far as affordability goes, Western is a pretty relatively affordable 4-year institution. So our out-of-state tuition is $18,600 per year, which compared to the national average of just over $22,500 per year is pretty affordable. Our total overall cost for out-of-state students is right around $36,000 per year. That's everything included, tuition, fees, room, and board. But that's without factoring in or without subtracting any scholarships or financial aid that you might receive to help offset some of those costs. And just so that you all know, we are totally dedicated to student success. So we do have, this is certainly not a comprehensive list of services that we offer, But one of the things that I do want to mention in support of student success services is those scholarships that we offer. So for out-of-state students, if you have at least a 3.35 GPA, you'll automatically receive $8,000 per year to attend Western, and that can go all the way up to $10,000 per year depending on your GPA. If you don't quite qualify for that with your GPA, then you get an automatic Central Plains discount that is worth 150% of in-state tuition. So that's a great way to help offset some of those costs too. And then as far as other student success services that we offer, we do have an academic resource center that houses disability services, academic advising, career services. We also have a writing center and a math tutoring center. So if you ever need help in either of those disciplines, you can definitely take your math homework or a paper that you've written to either of those centers and get help from other current students. We also have an EPIC mentorship program. So every single first-year student and transfer student that comes to Western is paired with an EPIC mentor who is a current sophomore through senior who's really going to help make sure your transition to campus is as smooth as possible. We have free mental health counseling for every single student on campus. That's something that's really important to us at Western. And we also have a multicultural center that houses 5 different multicultural clubs on campus, and anyone and everyone is welcome and encouraged to participate in those club meetings as well as events that they put on campus. They're super fun and a great way to try new things and meet new people. If you're interested in visiting campus, we would love to have you. We are open for in-person campus tours. You can come any weekday at 10:30 or Saturdays by appointment. If you can't make it to campus, we do also have a virtual tour on our website as well, so you can feel free to check that out anytime that you're available. If you'd like to come for a little bit more of an extensive view of campus, we do have preview days coming up. That's more of a full day experience, including a campus tour, including an academic program fair where you can talk to professors and current students of every single academic program on campus, club fairs, financial aid information sessions, things like that. So that's a great way to check out campus. And if you sign up for a preview day, Western will pay for 1 night of a hotel for you and your family to stay in Gunnison. So we'd love to have you. You can check out all of those options at western.edu/visit. And if we have any seniors in the room that are interested in applying, you can apply through Western's institutional application at western.edu/apply or on the common application, whichever one is easier for you. We are on rolling admissions, so there's no application deadline. We are test optional for admissions and for scholarships, and you can use the code GOWESTERN2022 to waive your $30 application fee. Here's my contact information. Feel free to take a picture of this, send me an email, call me or text me with any questions that you have, and I'm happy to chat. I will drop that in the chat feature as well, but thanks for listening and go Mountaineers.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have the University of Wyoming.
All righty, folks. Well, good evening. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. My name is Cade Russo. I'm an admissions representative here at the University of Wyoming. We're going to be chatting about why the world needs more cowboys. So, about the University of Wyoming, we are located in Laramie, Wyoming, a town of about 30,000 individuals right in the corner of southeast Wyoming. To put it into perspective a little bit more, we're about 2 hours north of Denver, Colorado. We are home to Wyoming's only land-grant university, and I can even say this, we're the only university in the entire state. And so that's really cool because all the programs, all the resources really are underneath one roof. Also the pride and passion, right? Everybody's cheering for one team, one university, really kind of a one Wyoming mentality. In Laramie, we are located about 30 minutes away from really great skiing opportunities, affordable skiing opportunities. Affordable and skiing don't really go in the same sentence too often, so we're quite proud about that. 100 plus miles of biking and hiking trails are just 15 minutes away from our campus. Laramie certainly is a really great outdoor paradise, as well as the fact that nearly 2 million or nearly 3 million, acres of national forest surround Laramie. So really great opportunities to get outdoors. A little bit more information about the University of Wyoming. 11,800 students call it the university home. About 10,000 of this number is going to be your undergraduate student population. So that makes us really a medium-sized institution, right? Not too small where it's going to be high school 2.0, but also not too big where you're going to feel like a minnow in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, right? Kind of like that cool Goldilocks effect. Our average class size is 30 students and then a 14-to-1 student faculty ratio. You certainly will get to know your professors on a really intimate first name basis, which I certainly love. And then the other aspect of this is our athletics, right? Being that we're the Cowboys and Cowgirls, our entire community, our entire state really backs that one athletic team, really gets that great pride and passion. 400 different student athletes compete in 17 Division I athletics across in the Mountain West. So that's kind of a little bit more about us. Looking more into our students, all 50 states are represented within our student body, as well as nearly 84 countries. It would be 83. So really a cool, culturally diverse student population here in Laramie. Although about 57% of our students call Wyoming home, 43% of our students are non-resident. The other aspect of our student body is 95% of our students receive some sort of scholarships and financial aid, something that I'm really proud about. Looking into our programs, being that we are the only university in Wyoming, we pretty much offer everything, right? So accounting all the way down to zoology. We do not offer marine biology. I apologize for that. We're a little bit landlocked to be offering marine biology, but 85 different undergraduate majors for you to choose from across 200 different areas of study. What we're really well known for is going to be our College of Engineering, our health sciences, really great education programs, as well as business. And so really amazing programs across the board. 800 plus students are involved in research each year. So we are a very research heavy institution, certainly. 800 plus students are in our honors college. Your honors college is absolutely fantastic. Kind of takes a different approach to the whole honors experience. Would really encourage you to look into that on our website some more. And then 8 colleges and 2 schools. So really kind of a wide raft of programs offered at UW. When you think of Wyoming, think of education abroad. I know that doesn't, initially sound correct, but it's true. We have the largest study abroad endowments in the entire United States of any public institution, right? We have 400 different sites worldwide that our students get to study at. This also includes domestic locations. And so a lot of our students really do participate in education abroad experiences, especially when you have that financial backing, which is just absolutely fantastic. We also are really dedicated to our student success here at UW. We want to make sure that, number one, you feel supported on campus. 90% of our students report being very well pleased with their overall experience here at the University of Wyoming, something that we are very student focused on, right? We want to make sure that you really are enjoying your time here at the University of Wyoming, right? So that's a huge component. Financial aid, like I kind of mentioned earlier, 95% of our students do receive some sort of scholarships and financial aid. We are ranked number 3 in the entire nation for best value universities, right? So that's kind of the bang for the buck, right? What's the educational experience that you are getting, right? So we're very proud about that. And then we are number 1 on the list of 20 states where college is actually worth the cost. Our Brown and Gold commitment is going to be our main out-of-state scholarship. Would really encourage you to get into the details of that on our website. Really the way that works, the higher your GPA and ACT, SAT, the larger your amounts could be. Ranges everywhere from $2,500 all the way up to $12,000 plus. So the nice thing about that is there's no guessing games. You know right away what your scholarships are going to look like. Looking at admission requirements, we ask for 4 years of English, math, science, and then 3 years of additional social science, then 4 years of additional coursework when it comes down to that. No essays, no letters of recommendation, no resumes are a part of our application process at the University of Wyoming. As long as you've got a 3.0 GPA, you are good to go with that completion of the success curriculum. We are test optional for fall of 2022, so we will not look at test scores for admission. But normally that is where we are sitting ACT, SAT wise. But we're not going to look at that, all right? We would love for you to apply. Very easy application process, about 10 to 15 minutes to apply. Like I said, no essays, no recommendations, no interviews, none of that kind of good stuff. If you meet our admissions requirements, you are good to go. So a Common App or through our online application with the $40 application fee. We'd love for you to visit campus. Visiting campus really allows us to show off the soul of our university and the heart of what we are all about at the University of Wyoming. So really would encourage you to do that either in person, virtually, or an interactive virtual tour, right? Would love for you to contact me with any questions. I am an admissions representative. Once again, feel free to take a picture of that. And thanks for your time.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have Northern Arizona University.
All righty. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. My name is Ashley Knuth. I am a student recruitment coordinator senior for the Office of University Admissions. I am based on our Flagstaff Mountain office, which is our main campus. However, I do specifically help recruit students across the Midwest. So I will be your direct point of contact if you have any questions throughout your college search or application process. And I would like to start the presentation today by reading NAU's land acknowledgement to pay our respects to the traditional stewards of Flagstaff, as the land on which we were founded way back in 1899 does hold religious significance for 12 different tribes in the area. Northern Arizona University sits at the base of the San Francisco Peaks, on homeland sacred to Native Americans throughout the region. We honor their past, present, and future generations who have lived here for millennia and will forever call this place home. NAU is located in Flagstaff, Arizona. I know for a lot of the US that's never been to Flagstaff or never been to Arizona, they assume that Arizona is just one big hot desert. Luckily, Flagstaff is quite unique from the rest of the state in that we're the only city in all of Arizona that's never reached triple digits. We do sit in the world's largest contiguous ponderosa pine forest, a beautiful backdrop for our students, and we sit at 7,000 feet above sea level, which means we see 4 distinctly beautiful seasons. We average about 100 inches of snowfall every single year. But on the flip side, we see 264 average days of sun. So kind of the best of both worlds there. We are about 2 hours north of Phoenix, which is our big city here in Arizona. Pretty easy flight in and out of Arizona and a quick drive up to Flagstaff. We have tons for students to explore right in our backyard. So we're only an hour and a half away from the Grand Canyon. One of the 7 natural wonders of the world sits right in our backyard. People come from all over the country to see, and all over the world to see the Grand Canyon. So it's pretty cool that our students can do that in a quick down and back day trip. Zooming into our campus life a little bit. We do have a very diverse campus, and diversity and inclusion is one of our primary values here at NAU. We have about 21,500 students on our campus, so we are a medium to large size university with an undergraduate focus. Most of our students are undergraduate students pursuing a 4-year bachelor's degree. We are a Hispanic serving institution, so 25% of our students self-identify as Hispanic or Latinx. Nearly 50% of our students are first generation college students, meaning they're the first in their family to pursue a 4-year bachelor's degree. We have students representing all 50 states, including Alaska and Hawaii, and we have about 1,200 international students in a typical year. So you get to engage with students from all over the world, which is pretty incredible. If you do decide to live on campus with us your first year, which about 90% of our first year students do decide to live on campus, we do use a residential college model. So you'll be living amongst other students studying under the same academic college as you. And we also have 400 different clubs and organizations for you to be a part of. Those range from sports clubs and intramurals. We also have academic and professional clubs, fraternity and sorority life, interest clubs, list goes on and on. So there really is something for everyone here at NAU. And we also have a great athletics department. So we do compete in the NCAA Division I. 14 of our 15 sports compete in the Big Sky Conference. The only one that does not is our women's swimming and diving, and they're actually 8-time national champions in the Western Athletic Conference. If you're not an athlete yourself, don't worry, because you can get into any of our home games just with your Jax Card student ID, so you can go support your fellow Lumberjacks. Moving on to academics. So like I said, we are primarily an undergraduate focused university. We do have a student faculty ratio of 21:1. And even though we are a medium to large size university, we try really hard to keep our class sizes small. So we have an average class size of 37. Your professors will always know your name. You'll never feel like a student ID number on a roster. We have almost 100 different undergraduate degree programs for students to choose from, which is pretty incredible. Some of our popular programs include psychological sciences. All of our engineering programs are ABET accredited, which is the highest accreditation for an engineering program. We're the only school of forestry in the entire state, and we have 50,000 acres of land that students can use for hands-on research, which is pretty incredible. And our School of Hotel and Restaurant Management, which was actually my school when I was a student, is ranked number 7 in the US and number 14th in the world. We also have a very strong education program, as we were originally founded as a teaching college back in 1899. So we try and get students into the classroom as early as the first semester of their sophomore year. The admissions requirement. So we are only looking at the core 16 college preparatory courses, which are listed on the screen here. So if you do have a 3.0 unweighted core GPA and no deficiencies, meaning you've taken and passed all 16, you're guaranteed admission to NAU. We consider you for admission if you do have a 2.5 or higher unweighted core GPA and no more than 2 deficiencies that are not in the same subject area or a combination of math and lab science. We are also test optional, which is great news. So if you don't want to send in your SAT, ACT scores, you do not have to. You will not be penalized either for admissions or for scholarship consideration. Now, speaking of scholarships and the cost of your education, we do want to be transparent about what it will cost. So our current non-resident tuition rate is sitting right at about $25,400, but we did also want to include some additional costs to consider just so you can start thinking about your estimated total cost of attendance. But we also have non-resident scholarships that you're automatically considered for with your NAU application, so no separate application there. Last but not least, application is open now for fall of 2022. I will throw the application fee waiver code in the chat here momentarily, so you don't have to pay that $25 fee. And now's the best time to apply. That's the best way to see if 1, you're admitted, and 2, if you qualify for any of our merit-based scholarships. But I will also throw my contact information in the chat. So thanks so much for your time, and go Lumberjacks.
Thank you so much. Next up, we have the University of Memphis.
Good evening, everybody. I'm excited to tell you more about the University of Memphis. And one thing we love to tell you about is our location as well. We're very proud of the city of Memphis in which we are located. Memphis is known for its southern hospitality, its warmer temperatures, delicious barbecue, lots of entertainment, and just so much to do and see. We love our sports too. So it makes a great backdrop for a university and for college students. We're also known for several big businesses, Fortune 500 companies, such as FedEx, International Paper, AutoZone. St. Jude's Research Hospital is located in Memphis too. And all this comes together to give our students some great internship opportunities as well. Our campus is only 5 miles from downtown, so it's close and convenient to just about anything a student could possibly want. The campus is easy to navigate. You walk from class to class. That's also how you're going to meet people. We offer our students 350 different student organizations. So we do have Greek life. I even have the Divine Nine. That's your historically Black fraternities and sororities. There's student government, art, theater, music, culture clubs, LGBTQ programming. We have agreements with 60 different countries. So if you want to travel abroad, that will be an option too. But just so much to do. And then each of our majors has a club to complement it as well. We have Division I athletics, a football game, a sellout crowd of 60,000. So these are big events, and your student ID card will get you into all of those athletic events for free. Living on campus, housing and dining. We want you to know, first of all, that we don't require freshmen to live on campus, but I do highly recommend it. You can't beat the convenience, and you're going to meet a lot of people that way. We have 8 different residence halls that you may choose from, several great dining options, and on certain days of the week, we have Memphis food trucks that come to campus, and you can enjoy their cuisine using your meal card as well. We have 250 different major concentrations, and then I have 56 master's degrees and another 26 doctoral degrees. So we have a lot to offer you. It is okay to be undecided. If you want to browse our website, you can see all those different options that we offer you. I'll brag real quickly about our nursing program, nationally ranked, state-of-the-art facilities, fabulous. And like I said, St. Jude's Research Hospital is right a few blocks away. Engineering, I have 6 types of engineering. And if you're thinking music, business, education, we have some fabulous programs for that as well. Next, we have a small campus. It's in Jackson, Tennessee. It's still part of the University of Memphis, but about an hour and a half away. It consists of about 1,000 students. So if you want that small private school feel, but yet still have the opportunity to go to the big football games and such, that might be a good fit for you. Here's some quick facts about our university. We have a little over 22,000 students enrolled. Usually we have a little over 2,600 freshmen each year and around 2,000 transfer students. So we're very transfer friendly if you want to choose that path. Our campus is very diverse. So 56% of our students are from different diverse ethnic backgrounds. A lot of our students are first generation, 34% are first gen, and there's a lot of great resources we have for those students. And then my favorite point, 81% retention rate. That means our students, 81% come back their sophomore year and so forth. They're happy, they can afford it, their grades are good enough. So we're doing some good things to retain our students. If you want to apply, it's a comprehensive review. You can go to our website and apply. It'll only take about 10 minutes. There's no essay. We're going to be looking at your transcript. And if you took your ACT or SAT scores, we'll review them as well. There's a $25 application fee unless you qualify for free or reduced lunch. But we are test flexible. And you've heard this mentioned a few times tonight. If you did not take your ACT or SAT, it's okay. We can still evaluate you based upon that transcript. If we need additional information, we will ask you for it. We have an honors college, the largest honors college in Tennessee. It has over 2,000 students that are participating in it. If you have the 24 ACT or higher and a 3.25 GPA, I recommend you apply for that program. Here's my prices. We are affordable. We feel like it's a great value for a university in the city, urban setting with so much to offer students. Tuition and fees for one whole year is right around $14,000. If you chose my most expensive meal plan and my most expensive room on campus, it would be just under $10,000. And so the total direct cost is right around $23,000 for 1 year prior to any scholarships. We give automatic scholarships. We give scholarships that are test flexible, so no ACT required or SAT. They're scholarships based on your major. And then we have this fabulous Tiger Scholarship Manager where you can search a database of over 700 scholarships. So we will do everything within our ability to make it affordable if you want to attend with us. If you enjoy what you hear and you like what you're seeing as I go through this presentation, please come visit us. You're invited to visit Monday through Friday. We give tours twice a day. We offer virtual tours, and we would be happy to showcase our campus to you. Please connect with us however you are comfortable doing so. We want to keep you updated on invitations to see our campus, new scholarships, anything exciting that we want to share with you. I am your admissions counselor, so feel free to reach out to me in whatever manner you like. We even offer VIP tours where we'll specially cater your tour to meet your needs. So thank you for your time.
Thank you all so much. We will now move on to the Q&A portion of our session tonight. So I ask all of the panelists to please turn on your video while I ask these last few questions. So what I will start off with is, what is one thing you want students or parents to remember from your institution? And if you can go in presentation order.
So for the University of San Diego, I would just want you to remember that we are looking for change makers. So I mentioned it briefly in my presentation, but that really is a big part of the application process. We're looking for students who are going to make the community a better place. So if that's something that you're interested in using your education to do, then you're the type of student that we want.
I'm going to keep mine light. Just remember, University of Oregon has the cutest mascot in all of college sports with the Oregon Duck.
The thing that I want students to remember about Western is the amount of hands-on learning opportunities that are available to you as early as day one of your freshman year.
The thing I want students to remember about the University of Wyoming is going to be that, Wyoming connection, the fact that we're the only school in the state. You're never going to be able to, go anywhere where you're not going to be connected with someone from the University of Wyoming.
What I want folks to remember about Northern Arizona University is how welcoming our campus are. We invite students from all over the world, and you really have the opportunity to meet those that are very different from you and maybe experience something different growing up. And I think that makes more well-rounded experiences for students.
With the University of Memphis, we really embrace diversity, not just on campus, but within the city. And we really teach students how to value each other and where each person comes from.
Thank you all. The next question is, what is one piece of advice you would give someone going through the college search process?
I would say keep a list, not just of all the schools that you're interested in, but what are their application requirements? What are their deadlines? I think just having it all in one place is going to make it so much easier once it is time to submit those applications. I'm a big spreadsheet person, so all that information is very helpful.
I will say, students, you have to check your email. We're going to send you really important information over email. That's probably where you're going to get your admissions decisions. It's certainly where you're going to get just a ton of really important information about move-in dates and forms you need to fill out. So please, please, if you are not good at checking your email, get good at checking your email. Make sure you have an appropriate email, and you can always opt out. So if you feel like you're just getting bombarded with schools that maybe you're just not interested in right now, you can hit that little unsubscribe button, and we promise we're going to stop sending you stuff, but the school that you ultimately go to is going to send you important stuff. So please, please, please check your email.
My piece of advice is to use us as a resource. We are here to help you. Even if you end up not choosing our institutions, we love to work with students. So please ask us to get you connected to the resources on campus that we have, whether that's current students or professors, or even between colleagues. Like if you're looking for a connection at one of these other schools, I'm happy to reach out to colleagues for you as well.
I would say stay true to yourself. Remember that this is about you, right? It's not your older sister's college search. It's not your younger brothers. It's not your parents. It's about you, right? And so remember, and really stay true to what you're looking for in an institution. There's a lot of great schools out there.
My biggest piece of advice is just apply, apply, apply. If you're interested in a school, put in your application, because you heard from a lot of the institutions today, you're automatically considered for merit-based scholarships a lot of the time simply with just your application. And good financial fit is a huge part of choosing an institution. So definitely, if you are interested, don't be afraid to throw in those applications so that you have all the information you need to make the best decision for you.
Okay, my piece of advice is there's a lot of students who are undecided. And I just want to reassure you that is okay. We're here to help you, and oftentimes things that happen in life and while you're in college will help you determine your profession. So just be kind and be patient with yourself. It's a process.
Great advice from everyone. Thank you so much. And so my final question is always a fun one I like to end with. What is your favorite on-campus tradition?
My favorite is the Alcala Bazaar, and that's basically our club fair. We put it on once per semester, and it's so much fun. All of the student organizations set up booths all throughout campus. It's a full day activity. We have a bunch of food vendors on campus and things like that. And it's just really awesome to see what all of the students are passionate about.
My favorite tradition is our Friday night walks to Autzen Stadium. So at the University of Oregon, our stadium is right there on campus. All UO students are eligible for free tickets. So we have this big community walk down to our football field on Friday nights during the season, and it is a blast.
My favorite tradition on campus is Western actually has the only collegiate certified mountain rescue team in the nation. And every year for homecoming, we have a big W on the side of a mountain in Gunnison. And every year for homecoming, our mountain rescue team goes up there and lights it on fire, which is really fun.
I would say my favorite Wyoming tradition would be that our marching band on Fridays before home football games goes downtown and they play our fight song and some other songs at every single restaurant and establishment. And everybody stands up and everybody sings the words to it. It's just like, it just screams Wyoming. It's great.
My favorite campus tradition is called the Running of the Freshmen. So every single year, as a way to welcome new students to campus, we invite all of our first-year students to rush across the field right before our football team runs out before the game. It's a great way to get out, show your lumberjack spirit, and just welcome all of our new students to campus.
I hear a lot of football examples, so is mine. The first home football game, all of our new freshmen make a human tunnel and the team runs through it and the band's playing and there's music and it's fabulous. And we dye the fountain blue and the students run through the fountain. It's a good time. So.
Thank you all so much for sharing, and thank you for everyone for joining us tonight. That concludes our session this evening. I do invite you to sign up for more sessions. There are more sessions happening tonight. After this session, when this closes and you close your window, there will be a quick survey. Please fill that out. And a recording of this session and all sessions will be available at strivescan.com/Missouri. Thank you all again for joining tonight.